Welcome everybody, welcome to Ed Cruz, the last lesson, and this is episode 21. Just finished shooting episode 20, and I usually like to do these in bunches and then stack them along each other. Hopefully you've been enjoying the slew of all these videos that I've been posting and learning from it, and hopefully I can continue this pace and complete the goals that I have set forth regarding this. Episode 20 was basically the core footwork. Episode 21 is basically going to be all the footwork, okay? All the footwork. It's actually a slight variation from what I've learned from my Sifu, but this is basically me teaching you how I look at the art, and I'm going to go over it with you. So 15 total footwork involved, and basically it's going to be, if you know the core footwork, the 9 footwork in there, this is the additional footwork that's not so used as often, but you do need to know all of it, because knowing all the footwork is basically dealing with every angle possible. So the end result is basically your pinball. So imagine your pinball, force is hitting you one way back and forth, you still maintain your center of gravity the entire time. So let's go through this, we'll do a walkthrough and then I'll explain a little detail behind it, and then you can follow me from there. Okay, hopefully you can see everything here. I think when I move up to the latter stages, it's harder to see, but that's okay. I'll walk you through it. So the first one is just like how we do the core. I'm going to take the core and then you'll see the additions of the other footwork involved into it. So the core first, so all 15 footwork is first is 4 steps, right? You have your 4-step motion, right? You have your backward step motion. You have your forward brace. Okay, now the next one is called crab step, side step slide. All right, I like crab step. So the crab step is doing step slide in a sideways motion. Then we have backward brace, right? And then we have half, which has its own with weight shift, and then 3 angle from there. 3 angle, right? Big circular motion from there. Backward step slide, okay? Forward step slide, inside face, outside face, 180, outside ducking, inside ducking, turn. Okay, so that's all 15. I'll do the count. Hopefully I counted this correctly. I was coming up with 14 because I think the half I wasn't giving its full respect. But if you count it out, it should come out to 15. So let's try that again, and I'll do the walkthrough with you guys, okay? So from here, forward step is 1, okay? Backward step is 2, forward brace is 3, crab step is 4, backward brace is 5, half is 6, 3 angle is 7, a backward step slide is 8, step slide forward is 9, inside face is 10, outside face is 11, the 180 is 12, outside ducking 13, inside ducking 14, shift 15. Okay, now my math is okay. All right, so that's all the footwork. Notice the added additions were inside facing, outside facing, right? Crab step or side step slide, and then you have a backward step slide also introduced as well. And I think that was it, because it's 9 for the core, and what is that? 15. Is that 6? It should be 6, right? That should be my math, right? Okay. So that pattern in itself, I like the pattern because it's not just a case of memorizing the pattern itself. You see a lot of rhythmic motions as far as controlling your center of gravity forward and backwards. Okay, so for example, if I go forward, I step back, right? If I do brace, I have the crab step and I step back. There's always constant adjustments that you're making. If I go step halfway back, I shoot myself forward. I shoot myself forward, I go backward step, forward step. So see how the center of gravity is not just going in one direction right away. You're actually shaking it around so you can make sure you can control it. Then you have the inside face and then turn. You have one shift, so you turn to the other. The full 180 turn here, and then the outside ducking, inside ducking, and then turn. So you notice you're constantly testing that center of gravity in the pattern itself, going back and forth. The good thing about the pattern also is you can modify it to some extent. Like for example, excuse me, you have forward step, backward step, right? If you have forward brace, right, you could do backward brace, crab step, half angle, 3 angle step, step slide, backward step slide, inside face, outside face. So notice I did modifications there of when to do the crab step, or when I do backward step slide. I did one first, then the other one second, right? So there's ways to modify it. Even when you do, even if you do the 180 turn, instead of outside ducking, inside ducking, you can do inside ducking, outside ducking, and then shift. Okay, it doesn't. So there's ways to play around with that, so you can actually develop what you're doing. Okay, so if you notice, the pattern itself has some functionality. It's not just simply to memorize. You can actually work on this set pattern until you get to the point where you feel comfortable, and then you can start doing freestyle footwork. Okay, hopefully that makes sense, and you can see the value of the pattern from that. Okay.